Coalition forces launched the operation 2 weeks ago against Saddam Hussein. They're taking out as many strategic targets from the air as possible.
Do it.
All stations weapons free.
It's a biological weapon. And they put this in Saddam's hands too?
Isn't that your friend?
The nature of our enemy is unclear now.
We're not alone.
They would kill each one of you given the open shot.
Time we had a chat.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
The sword is not easily set aside. Someone must right the wrongs of the world. Someone must stand for those who cannot, and shift the sands of fate. Death is always close in the city of sand and blood.
We are in control here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't worry, Your Highness. We'll be better acquainted soon.
No! No! No!
Haruna eventually becomes the target of the Ascendants, a splinter faction of the Leap Year Society, looking to alter the course of history by tapping into the Fold's power. She and her allies realize that they are the only ones who can stop them from meddling with forces that should better be left untouched. Encounters with Ascendants can be approached in many different ways, thanks to Haruna's combat and stealth abilities. She can engage in physical combat, depleting her enemy's HP bar, or use her Umbric talents to fill up their phase gauge. Once full, targets enter a phased state, making them susceptible to brutal burst attacks. Haruna can also approach encounters by taking advantage of her Fold-powered skills to scout out her enemies, isolate them, and take them down silently. Her Shroud ability is especially useful, allowing her to vanish from her opponent's sight, even while engaged in combat. One of the most impressive skills in Haruna's arsenal is her stepping ability. By using the fold to project herself into her target's body, she takes control of them for a brief moment, during which she can set up a devastating chain of events. Performing takedowns and defeating enemies during open combat awards you with stepping tokens. The more tokens you earn, the more steps you can take in a single instance, and the more powerful the attacks on your victims become. Each ascendant archetype that Haruna steps into offers her different offensive opportunities. Experiment with different combinations of enemies to grasp the full extent of Haruna's power. Unlike her stepping power, Haruna's Umbric abilities are fueled by Umbric energy, known as Om. You can replenish these energy reserves by engaging in physical combat. It's also possible to upgrade Haruna's skill set and supercharge her abilities. Look out for anomalies peppered throughout each chapter, and use them to customize Haruna's powers to fit your playstyle. Unknown 9 Awakening is but one of the many entry points into Unknown 9's narrative universe, in which the destinies of dozens of characters are weaved together through space and time, with the Fold standing as a continuous common thread between them. Like Haruna, your time has now come to step into the unknown.
Justice back to the people.
Ви тільки погляньте на це.
Ти закинув. Поквапся.
Зараз час такий. Час можливостей.
Усі ці жертви, усі ці смерті. Який в них сенс?
Зона така, якою бачиш її ти. Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом, і тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
on your way to discover the fate of these shattered lands. In the Enclave, you can climb and interact with nearly everything you see. The Mantle, the magical cloak on your back, grants you control over frost, flame, and kinetic magic. Combine these elements in creative ways to manipulate the environment to your advantage and defeat your foes. But the Enclave's foes come in all sizes. Behold, an Ark. This colossal 25-meter construct wields immense power.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Pick your battles. Rather than risking your loot, return to base camp. A day has passed. Reforge your gear with your hard-earned resources to even the odds against the mighty epics. No two battles are the same, as epics roam freely between maps, and extreme weather alters the battlefield in this true physics playground. Harvesting strands from these formidable adversaries allows you to weave new abilities into your mantle. With new powers at your command, and the world as your weapon, you hold the key to uncovering the mysteries of the Enclave. Take up the mantle in Eternal Strands.
Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Sounds promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light source can move while still having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. Room for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone. Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles. So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5. Stretch all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
Time to see what's next.